Hi, good evening. I know I'm on a little late, but that's okay. I didn't have time today, so I'm coming on now. If you don't know me, my name is Trisha Kondo, and I'm known as the Intuitive Guide on this page. I'm also a Native American psychic and a spiritual mentor, and I'm also the founder of Deeply Intuitive. Unleash your gifts to attract abundance, to be empowered, and to have confidence in connecting to your guides. So you can also visit my website, which is trishakondo.com. And you can follow me on Instagram.com/Trisha Kondo. So I really want to talk about this interesting subject because I've actually had people ask me about this. So before I continue, I'm going to see if I am on the actual page. Let me know if you're just tuning in. Let me know in the comments below if you can relate to this topic. Tell me where you're tuning in from so I can say hello. Okay, I'm going to come over here. Where am I? Where am I? Okay, so cool. I'm not going to be on here long, so if you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay and put your comments or questions below. Remember, there's no soul reading questions on here. Okay, so hi Sandy, how are you? Where are you from? Thanks for joining. Mo, I don't know what that is. Remember to like this video, to love it, and share it in public so I can, like it. Tag your friends. I appreciate that. Okay, so this is from Texas, right on. Hi, Melissa from Texas. Okay, so this is a big topic. Empaths, this is the myth that empaths, as big feelers, become cold and distant. Do you believe that to be true? No. Missouri, oh, right on. You can definitely relate. So empaths are people that really feel too much and they get overwhelmed by other people's energies. So if you can relate, definitely let me know in the comments below. Serena's from Albuquerque, right on. So let me talk about this. So an empath is somebody who feels too much, okay? They really hijacks from Nebraska. So yeah, so somebody definitely feels, it's like a heightened empathy, somebody who's like a psychic feeler who feels everything in the room, feels everybody. So that's what an empath, if you don't know what that is. So yeah, let's talk about this. The myth is empaths become cold and distant. Actually, that's not true. So an empath can pick up on a lot of stuff. When I was younger, I was really sensitive to a lot of energy. I'm still sensitive to energy, but I've created more of an awareness of whose energy, and I can pick it up really quickly. When I walk into a room, I just know what's gonna happen. It's really interesting how I've developed that. So empathy is like a door that opens the mind, right? And then it keeps it open. And so for me, feeling too much used to be a pain. And I used to overwhelm me. People's energy used to overwhelm me when I walked into a room or a car or anything that was a building or a mall. It used to overwhelm me so much so that I would become a recluse. I would hide at home. So a lot of things we keep on doing despite being overwhelmed is, when you're an empath, you just keep doing what you need to do. And so heightened empathy is a natural outcome of you spiritually evolving, okay? And so what happens is there becomes a switch you turn on and off. And I've learned how to do this over time. It's almost like it's like an awareness that I slip in and I slip out of. You could call it a switch, you could call it all kinds of things. But for me, I've learned that there's a drifting of awareness that I do. And it's almost like you learn how to create psychic distance. I've learned to do that. And some people might see it as being aloof or indifferent and not interested. And that's not the case. It's because I've become aware of how I absorb energy. So what I do is I become a little bit, I'll put my energy shield around me. I'll do that a lot. And people think that's kind of cold. It's not. I have to protect myself. So when I was in my late 20s, so I was 25, 27, I noticed I was becoming overwhelmed a lot. And then what I learned is I educated myself about becoming, I wouldn't say hard, I wouldn't say cold, I wouldn't say distant. It was more like contained. I contained myself. I contained. And I had to learn to self-nurture. And instead of absorbing other people's feelings and then bring it on to myself. Because I used to do that a lot. I used to put on people's energies on my back and it would affect me physically. Like I would be affected. And I would have headaches. I would feel like the world was on my shoulders. And I would have physical things happen to me. And so what I had to learn to do is to live in this world, especially when you're a heightened empath and you become more psychic, is I learned to become a little bit more aware of my distance. I didn't say cold. I had to learn about keeping my own energy in. And so with that is, I remember more than one time I became drained, I became cocooned, and I would become a recluse. That was in my late 20s. And I became so, hi Kelly, I became so, what was the word? Antisocial. I became super antisocial, and I noticed what was going on, and I had to learn. Okay, I'm going to survive in this world. I have to learn how to create this. I don't mean, physically distant from people, more like energetically, self-nurturing. So I had to learn that. In order to become that, you really have to understand energy and where other people's energy is and where yours is. And I had to learn that really quickly. So in order to do this, I had to do a few things to take care of myself, or else I'd be like a big ball of, I'd be in the fetal position and rocking myself. I didn't want to do that. Anyways, if you want to learn more on how I did this, I can definitely help you. Oops. Does anybody have any comments or questions before I go? Does anybody have any comments or questions? Go ahead and put them in the chat below. If you want to book a free breakthrough call with me and you want to know how I evolved, how I, was able to survive a lot of free-floating energy, like you're in outer space, you feel like you're in outer space and everything's hitting you all at once, and these are people's energies are like meteorites. If you want to learn how to do that, I can definitely click on the link below, and I can definitely, I can definitely help you with that. I know what that feels like. So I'm going to pin that comment. Does anybody have any comments or questions right now? If you're watching a replay, put a hashtag replay. Remember to like this video, to love it, and share it in public. Does anybody have any comments or questions about this topic? No? Yes? Maybe? Sandy says, what is the takeaway from this live? Well, you've got to answer that yourself. What is your takeaway from this live? Does anybody else have any comments or questions? Anybody else? Does anybody else have any comments, questions? Anyways, if you have some comments or questions, go away. Go away. I didn't mean go away. I mean, go ahead and post your comments or questions. Oh, that's interesting I said that. It's weird. Okay, so nobody has any comments or questions? No? Going once, going twice, going 3 times. I'm gonna go. All right, so don't forget to book a free breakthrough call, and let's see what's working, what's not working. And let's see where you wanna go. All right, so I'll talk to you later. Bye.